Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another live stream and your daily Chelsea news update. And a start to the week. Chelsea return to pre-season training. Enzo Maresca's first interview as manager has dropped. Preparations for the new season begin today. We've got the latest news on Nico Williams. Fabrizio Romano reporting that Chelsea are big fans of the Spain international. Karim Adeyemi, the Borussia Dortmund winger, is reportedly a target for Chelsea as well. Man United are interested in Ben Chilwell as they look for a left back to compete with with Luke Shaw. There's been a raft of changes within the medical department at Chelsea with 5 new appointments taking place in a revamped department. Hopefully that might help us get on top of the injury issues. We've also got the latest on Conor Gallagher with Atletico Madrid, in Fabrizio Romano's words, dreaming of signing him. But the deal is still too expensive. We've got the latest from Moises Caicedo, who's spoken out against Mauricio Pochettino and his methods of coaching, as well as criticising the Chelsea fans to a certain degree as well. So there is loads and loads to dive into, as always, people. So it's going to be a packed show. Make sure you're smashing that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well if you are new around here. I think we're literally 1 or 2 subscribers from the 10.4K now. So make sure you smash the subscribe button, guys. It's free. It takes seconds to do. Let's say hello to a few people, and then we will dive into proceedings, guys. What are you lot saying in the chat? Yes, big up, brother. Hope you're doing well. When do we see a YouTube video from the players? Well, the players are back today. Maybe later today, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Can't believe Maresca said, well, yeah, but it was. I don't think it's a big deal. It is what it is at the end of the day. We've got to trust something at the football club right now. So let's do it. A rare case of being happy with both those rumoured targets, which makes me think we're not after them. I hear you, brother. I hear you. What else? Let's big up, brother. Just a process. Barley has got to him. Let's wait and see whether they back their words up on this guy. I'd go for Xavi Simons if we're looking for a left-sided player. Yep, big fan of his. Really talented boy. He is going to be going out on loan this season to, I don't know where, but that is the plan. Agreed. Adeyemi could work, but similar kind of player to Madrid. Yeah, Adeyemi's one of them. The end product's not great. He's got blistering pace. I'm not really sure if it's really what Chelsea should be looking at or should be going for. Maybe a bit more versatile. Can certainly play both wings and play as a centre forward. That versatility could appeal to Chelsea for sure. I don't think Calafiori rejected us. We never went in with an offer. Look, sure, there could have been conversations, no doubt about it. But in terms of a concrete offer or bid going in, Chelsea have made no bids for Calafiori, haven't offered any contracts or anything like that. So we didn't get rejected. Sure, we could have got we could have not pursued it because we knew he wanted to go to Arsenal. But it's not like we've gone in for him with Arsenal and he's picked them over us. So I wouldn't go over that. I don't think we've been rejected on that one because there was nothing to reject because we didn't make any bids. What else have we got going on here? Guys, loads of stuff coming in. Yes. Big up, brother. Guys, keep smashing the likes, keep subscribing. You, man, know what to do. 47 in the building. Let's get this to 50 likes as quickly as possible, guys. Yes, Wes, big up, brother. Hope you're doing well. Bro, hope the exam went well for you. Yes, Fred, hope you're doing well. What else is happening? Does Caicedo realise what Chelsea was? We expect trophies and criticism is obvious. No, it's not criticism of him. It's more about, and I think he's got a point on the fans. I think he's absolutely got a point. But we're going to dive into that later on. Brother, I hope we can get Nico Williams as well. It would be a brilliant signing. The price is not the issue. It's the wages. The wages are obscene. But top players command top wages because they're good and they make a difference. So something's going to have to give at this point. Yes. Bro, time is moving quick. Pre-season preparations begin today. Yes, I know we've still got players out and about on international duty, but the guys that aren't on international duty, they returned today. So yeah, lots to look forward to now. It feels like things are starting to ramp up towards the season. That is a good question. I think he's definitely good enough. So I'm not really sure what the thought process is there, but there we go. Who's Renato Vega? Yeah, I mean, someone that I know very little about, but have done a video on the channel today with someone that knows a lot more about him than I do. So once we've rounded out this live stream, guys, if you want to find out the lowdown on Chelsea's latest signing, then please do check out the latest video with Antonio, who has watched a lot of Vega. So yeah, anyway, let's dive into it, people. Let's start with this. Let's start with Nico Williams. Let's start with Nico Williams. Where is he? There we go. So Fabrizio Romano providing an update on Nico Williams. Chelsea are the biggest fans of Nico Williams in England, and they remain big fans. Chelsea still appreciates and thinks of him, but the only way it will happen is if he reduces his salary. The deal is considered too expensive by Chelsea. Now, it's almost like top players... it's almost like Chelsea are finding out for the first time ever that top players are obviously command top wages. It's almost like that's an alien concept to the ownership. They weren't aware that top players command top wages. So, I mean, that's yeah. I'm a bit confused about that. Yes, the wages are a lot, but he makes a big difference. He would make a big difference for sure. I mean, look, Barcelona are desperate to sign him as well. No doubt about it. Barcelona are desperate to sign him. But Chelsea can afford to do it. It's not about not being able to afford to do it. They're just not prepared to pay the money for him. That's the big thing. We've been monitoring Nico Williams for a number of months. He's been on the radar for a long time. He is someone that I would describe as a needle mover. He is absolutely a needle mover. So it's a strange one. It's a strange one. It really is. Look, would he be open to doing it? I don't know. His wages, he's probably going to want more than 200 grand a week or around the 200 grand a week mark. I don't think that's obscene for a top player. I really don't think that's obscene for a top player. But the reality is, guys, is that obviously that seems to be well beyond what Chelsea are prepared to pay and are prepared to go to. Which begs the question itself: do we want to sign top players, and do we want to actually improve the first team with sort of more established and proven stars? Because if we're not prepared to pay for them, then someone else will pay for them, and we'll miss out, and we'll be in danger of being left behind. So, if you don't pay the money, someone else will pay that money, and then you find yourself in a scenario where you are in the shit, basically. Which we could well find. Well, we are in the shit right now, but we could well find ourselves further in the shit if we don't if there's not an acceptance that we can, we're prepared to push the boat out a little bit on this. That's what I'm talking about. Guys, we're 2 subscribers, by the way, from 10.4K. There's 74 in the building. There's got to be 2 of you who aren't subscribed. So please do smash that subscribe button and keep hitting those likes. Let's get this to 10.4 people. And let's get these likes up over 50. We are on 30 currently. So let's keep it going, guys. What are you lot saying in the chat about Nico Williams? If we sell Sterling and Chilwell, yeah, this is the point. If you're not prepared to meet you've got Sterling now on a 300+ grand a week contract. Kepa's 170 grand a week wages. Get those two guys off the books, and you can more than pay for Nico Williams. So, yeah, like there are ways round it. You've got, he's really good. He'd be a sterling replacement for a start. He's a huge talent. The fee's not massive. He's got top 5 European top 5 league experience with Bilbao. He's already a Spanish international. The fee's not high. He takes players on. He's direct. He contributes defensively as well. He ticks all the boxes. He can play both wings also. So this is a move that makes sense on so many levels. But Chelsea just don't seem to be prepared to go for it. We have to improve the first team this summer. I agree. We're not signing him. Let's be honest. I think as things stand right now, I think that is a fair assumption for sure. It doesn't look likely. We haven't got that Champions League football to offer. These players want to test themselves at the highest level. So yeah, let's see what happens. Had a dream. We ended up signing Tony and Nico Williams whilst offloading Raz Kepa. Brother, welcome back to reality. I'm sure that was a great dream, but yeah, the reality is somewhat different. If we were able to get rid of all those guys this summer, that would be pretty special. It really would be. That would be pretty special if we were able to do that. He's absolutely having a good Euros. He plays on the left wing, so I presume he is left-footed, I would have thought. I actually don't know the answer to that. Does Nico Williams, I don't know what that means. The hunger to win and love for the club would definitely make us go for the top players, but these are stingy financial brains we are dealing with. Does Nico Williams want to move? Yeah, I think he would. I don't think he's like unhappy and is like desperate to leave and would force a move out. But there's no doubt that he's ready to take the next step in his career. Go and play Champions League football, go and play for a top football club. That's what he's ready to do in the next stage of his career. So for me, it's Raheem Sterling. Let's wait and see. Again, he's just on the list. We're going to get to that a little bit later on. We'll get to that a little bit later on. But I just look at this and I think like the signing makes sense on so many different levels, and yet just because he's commanding probably sizable wages, we just don't want to do it. It's almost like we're adverse to wanting to improve the first team. This is what I mean. Look, they show ambition by spending money, but you can further that ambition by bringing in players that are actually going to make an impact and improve the first team straight away. I mean, what are we hoping for here? We're just going to admire him from afar and watch someone else pay him the wages that he wants. I don't know. But that's what we seem to be doing right now. It's almost like we're looking at the player, and we're just gonna watch them from afar. We're just going to admire them, and we're just going to see what happens. And if you decide you're going to lower your demands, then we'll be prepared to go in. But I just don't think it really works like that. Exactly. Nico Williams and Cucurella have already have got a relationship already. Down that left hand side for Chelsea. So, I mean, yeah, that would be something that could just be continued on. For Spain, that's something that can be continued on at Chelsea. We've already had Cucurella speaking about how he's trying to get Nico Williams to join Chelsea. I'm not sure how successful his efforts are going to be, but he's certainly trying. That's what he said anyway. That he is that he's trying. So we will obviously wait and see how fruitful our pursuit might be if we even bother making an approach. Or we know what the price is going to be. The price is not the issue. Wages are the issue. But if Barcelona can get themselves together, I mean, their president's saying that they can afford the the price. So yeah, maybe he'll end up going to Barcelona. What else have we got? Yes, big up, brother. No, we won't pay the wages. I don't think we will. Let's hope so, but it's going to require more than just agent Cucurella. It is going to require a lot more than that, unfortunately, guys. Let's have a look what else we've got going on here. Nico Williams should have always been the target. Look, I think he was always there in the background. I think obviously Elise was a lot more attainable, I believe, in Chelsea's eyes. But yeah, he's someone that you look at. You're looking to sign a winger. You're looking to improve the first team. You're looking to add more strength and more quality and depth. Nico Williams ticks all these boxes, and he will go on and be a top player for someone else if we are not prepared to offer players what they deserve. You know, that is going to be a problem that we're going to encounter. All this talk about Nico is just to appease the fans, I think. Yeah, brother, it wouldn't be the first time that stuff's getting put out there. You know, it's like, oh, look, we're trying, but, you know, we're trying to keep things under control. The financial demands are beyond what we're prepared to do. But look, we have been trying to get top players in, but we're just now going to go back to doing what we've always wanted to do, and that's just bring in talented youngsters. That's kind of what this feels like, very much with the Alexander Isak thing. I think they knew there was no chance to get him, but they sort of, you know, made those inquiries to make it look like, you know, that, oh, we are going for top players. We are prepared to bring top players in, but, you know, the finances for XYZ deals are just too much. That's what it feels like to me. On the topic of Maresca, what is your honest opinion and where do you think the team will end up next season? I'll get to that question when we move on to the Maresca stuff. Remind me. I don't think particularly bad at all. Chelsea, crazy how people think 150 grand isn't fair. It's more than enough for any player. Yeah, of course it is. But players, you know, have got egos. Players will want their worth. It's a short career. He's one of the big prospects, one of the big talents. I absolutely hear you on that front. But, you know, if someone else will pay him more than that, you know, that's the reality. Are we ready to give up on? No, I don't think so. No, I'm certainly not. But I'm also fully aware that this is the key season. This is going to be, you know, a make or break season for Mykhailo Mudryk. This is going to be the one where we're looking at it and it's going to be like, yeah, okay, this is the this is the one that's gonna make a difference. But this is the season for Mudryk, by the way, where I think he's playing for his Chelsea career, because you've got Esteban coming, you've got Kendry Paez coming. If we sign a winger this summer, you know, that could potentially push him further back. He could be starting the season behind Raheem Sterling on that left-hand side. You just don't know. So for the likes of your Mudryks, your Maduekes and whatnot, I think come this time next year, only one of them will be at the football club. They are both playing for their Chelsea careers next season. That's my opinion. No, I don't think we have. You know, it's been 2 years where we've not done well. Okay, but 2 years out of 20, you know, if you look at it in that way, look, no one's happy with what's going on. No one's happy with how the team's performed over the last 2 seasons. But ultimately, for me, whilst it's painful and it's frustrating and traveling up and down the country, watching us lose and play shit and spending money on it is difficult at times. There is the reality for me, guys, that, you know, this will work at some point. It just depends, when is this going to work? That's the big thing. But Chelsea will win again. I'm very confident we'll win again. I'm just more concerned, obviously, about the short term. That for me is the biggest issue. The short term situation right now. But anyway, let's have a look. Make or break season for a lot of players. Yeah, absolutely. Even the preseason is crucial for everyone. There's only a handful of players that are probably guaranteed a place in the side. But even then, with a new manager, I wouldn't say anyone's guaranteed a place in the side. I wouldn't say anyone at all is guaranteed a place in the side. So people have got points to prove. So let's see. We have a bloated squad. We do. Yeah, the guy's only 17. One bad performance is hardly an issue in my view. Everyone has a bad game. We were never a trusted process club as either win or get out. Yeah, it has, but football's changed now. That worked back then. That doesn't work anymore, unfortunately. As much as it worked for us then, the lie of the land was very different. We had a squad that was capable of winning for a start, so it almost didn't really matter who was in charge. Competition is one of the biggest motivations you can get when Mudryk sees that it's do or die. Yeah, this is the point. We need competition for places. That's why I think Jackson had a bit of a dip because Broja was injured or whatever, and Nkunku was injured. He was going to play every week for a period, regardless. When actually in that period he probably should have been taken out of the side because the performances had dipped. But because that level of competition wasn't there, it was a problem, wasn't it? He had to play. I believe we're well stacked in attack and a left wing is just about the only signing we need to make us better. With Thiago gone, it's the leadership and the defence that I'm worried about. I wouldn't say I was worried about the defence. I get the point on the leadership qualities. My big issue that needs sorting now is the centre forward. What are we going to do about the centre forward? That's the big thing. But that is the latest on Nico Williams. Chelsea just appear to be admiring from afar right now. That's what they seem to be doing. We're admiring from afar, and we're hoping that he might drop his wages on the off chance, and then we'll be there to go in. Players need that fear they can get dropped. Yeah, absolutely. It's amazing what a bit of competition does for a player. It really is. It makes such a huge difference. Such a huge difference. Caicedo is being no, it's not. I'm going to get into this. It's more about the fans not creating a nice atmosphere to play in at Stamford Bridge, and I think that's absolutely true. Absolutely true. If we sign Nico Williams, who are you selling? I don't know if anyone leaves. I think they're just looking for a left wing anyway. Because I think then looking for a winger anyway. Because I think then the idea would be for Palmer to play more centrally. That would be my thoughts on the scenario. Guys, 119 in the building, only 46 likes. Keep smashing that like button. It's free. It takes seconds to do, and it would really help me out. So please do that. And we are one subscriber away from the 10.4K. Come on, people. One of you lovely lot needs to hit that subscribe button and tick me over to the 10.4K. Let's get there, people. And keep smashing the like button as well. 122 in the building. Run it up, run it up. Let me know when we're at 10.4, guys. We are shopping in the Ferrari showroom on a Fiat 500 budget. I swear Ibrahimovic has said something like that before. We should be renamed Interested FC. Monitoring FC, interested, whatever terms you want to use. I think Somerville is one of the better options. We should get it done. Pre-season is at the door. Yeah, no, Somerville is a good option. He's one that would be cheap. The wages wouldn't be an issue. Look, I would say he's more likely. I'd also say someone to keep an eye on is Desiree Doué, the Rennes. I think he plays for Rennes. Desiree Doué, the Rennes winger. That is one to potentially keep an eye on as well. I know Spurs are reportedly interested in him, but Desiree Doué is one to keep an eye on. Maybe Antonio Nusa as well. Chelsea could potentially look to go back in for him, although that remains to be seen. Sterling can leave. I agree. Nkunku has to start when fit. So where is he going to play? If we play a 4-2-3-1, I think Nkunku plays as a 10. But I believe that Maresca is going to go with a 4-3-3. So I honestly believe that Nkunku is like, if we don't sign another striker, which is a possibility, if we don't sign another striker, I think there's every chance that Nkunku next season plays the majority of his minutes as a number 9 next season. That would be my thoughts on it. I honestly think he plays the majority of his minutes as a 9 next season for me, Nkunku. He's going to be assessed in the number 9 role in pre-season, according to reports. So I think in terms of strikers and attackers, guys, I honestly think that unless a deal, becomes available that's too good to turn down potentially. I wonder if Chelsea are going to hold fire until they've seen what the likes of Guiu and Kunku, etc., and the wingers have done in pre-season before deciding on what the best course of action is proceeding forwards. That would be my thoughts on the situation. I think it's not a bad thing to do. I think it's a smart idea. There's no point buying for the sake of it. You could, like you could tear it up in pre-season, and then you've already signed someone else. You're thinking, oh fuck, maybe we shouldn't have done that sort of thing. So I do absolutely get where people are coming from on this. Starting to go, we've hit 10.4k now. Big up to everyone for the support. Love, guys. Don't worry, Chelsea is not only following targets, but also anyone other clubs are interested in too. We'll get someone soon. Yeah, we'll get someone soon. We need an in-and-out striker, no false nine. I agree, brother. I agree. Yes, thanks for the support, guys. Greatly appreciated, as always, people. As always. So yeah, keep smashing that like button. Keep subscribing if you're new around here. Guys, get it up to 100 likes. We're on 57 at the moment, so let's keep pushing. Why is Arsenal fan base mentality infecting Chelsea fans? Yeah, bro, this is something I've talked about before. This idea that we shouldn't sign certain players because, what's going to happen to that player's development? You need competition. All the top sides have got quality, 2 quality players in each position. You need that. You absolutely need that. We shouldn't be shying away from this level of competition within the squad. You need that to push you on to the next level. That is what you need. That is what you need. So yeah, this mindset that no, we shouldn't sign certain players because what's it going to mean for this player is I just cannot get on board with it. And it's that sort of small-minded mentality that is really gonna hold us back, guys. That's the reality. And Kunku can play on the left as well. Yeah, he can play on the left. It's not his best, but he can play on the left. Wasn't okay. I don't think he was crying, but no, it's not. I'm going to get into the Caicedo stuff later on. And Kunku is so versatile. I feel he's being disrespected right now. He is very versatile. Versatility is good, but versatility can also be a hindrance as well to a certain degree because you don't know what position you're going to end up in. That's why Man City dominate. They have 2 great players in most positions. That's exactly what you need. All the top sides have got 2 great players in each position. Do you really think, Madrid were going, we better not sign Mbappe because we've got Endrick, we've got Vinicius, we've got Rodrigo, we've got Brahim Diaz, we've got Jude Bellingham. Like, imagine that level of thinking there. It's just nonsensical. It really is. I feel like Guiu is going to be big for us. We don't need a striker. We have so many creative players. It's a striker's playground. Exactly. That's why we need one, because for as good as Jackson did last season, and for as good as his all-round play is, his finishing is not great. We could really do with a more of a top-level goal scorer. We could really do with more of a top-level goal scorer. That for me is what we should be aiming for. That is exactly what we should be aiming for, guys. Do you think Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez will be better next season? Yeah, I do think that, and I absolutely hope they will be. But yeah, no, I'm confident that they will be. I'm confident they'll be better next season. I really am. Update on Broja, Lukaku, and Chalobah. There is no update, basically. No update on them. Yes, big up to Tom. What annoys me is the top position we need, which is a top striker. We are getting young boys in the positions we don't need. We are looking at big boys. Yeah, brother, I hear you. Look, I'm not saying the striker market's easy, but there are players out there that we can go for that would suit us and would make a difference. And we don't seem to be interested in doing it. We don't seem to be interested in doing it, which is a problem, a real problem. I think Jackson could have even been better season. Jackson could have got 20 goals in the Premier League last season. The amount of chances he missed, he could have easily scored 20 goals in the Premier League. No questions asked. Could have easily scored 20 goals in the Premier League. But he missed a number of chances. And that is a good thing, by the way. That is a good thing that he could have missed 20 goals in the Premier League. That is a good thing that he could have got that, because at least he's getting in the positions for those chances. That's the one we're talking about here. At least he's getting in those positions. That's the important thing, guys. That is absolutely the important thing. Get in those positions. So yeah, there's definite promise there. There's definite promise there in my view. What else are we looking at here? Sterling hit the jackpot sitting on 325 weekly. Why would he leave? I hear you, bro. I hear you. Yeah, I think there's every chance they will. Hearing what Caicedo said about how he was treated by us at the start really broke me, man. Yeah, we're going to get into that. We need to realise almost every top striker flopped at Chelsea. Yeah, look, I'm also on board with that. I'm not calling for some huge name striker, by the way, because I know it's not going to happen. All I'm saying is, let's get someone that's actually, is able to make a difference from the off. Why are we against going in for someone like an Ivan Toney? Why are we against that? That would be my main. That's something that I don't understand. Why would we be against doing something like that? Why would we be against doing something like that? It is really beyond me. Really is beyond me. I can't get my head around it, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, what are you not saying in the chat? What happens if Jackson and Kunku get injured? Yeah, this is another thing. This is another thing here. If these lot get injured, then you're left with you might be in a situation where you're left with just Guiu leading the line, and then you're in a spot of trouble. And that's not what you want. That is not what you want at all. You don't want to be in a spot of trouble like that. You absolutely don't want to be. Surprise signing Osimhen. Well, look, I mean, at the moment, no one seems to be prepared to meet his asking price, or maybe teams are just holding back until Napoli drop their price, which they might have to, and then they'll go from there. But yeah, maybe it's something that we could look out for. Maybe it's something we could look out for. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see on that one, because it's definitely possible. Definitely possible. Definitely possible. But yeah, I'd be surprised, guys, if a move for Osimhen happened. What else is going on? Any news on the Broja Everton talks? No, nothing's developed on that. Everton are certainly interested in him, but yeah, as of yet, nothing has developed on that front. Nothing's developed on that front. Guys, we're 35 likes away from 100. Keep smashing that like button, people. Let's get this up over the 100 likes mark. Absolutely critical, people. Make sure you keep doing that. Make sure you keep doing that, guys. Keep smashing that like button. It's free and it takes seconds to do. So please do that, and keep subscribing as well. Big stuff coming on the channel this upcoming season and throughout the summer. Some big news about revamping the channel, all sorts, increasing production levels and whatnot. Guys, if anyone knows about any channel sponsorship or anything like that, or any sponsors that might be interested in helping the channel out, then do let me know in the chat. You just never know. People might know someone that might be prepared to sponsor the channel. So guys, if you're watching now, you know anyone that might sponsor the channel, just let me know. But anyway, let's get back to proceedings. New medical team could be massive. Could be. We're going to dive into that as well. I was hoping Santos could be a part of the squad. No, there's every chance he still could be. Particularly if Conor Gallagher leaves. There is a chance that he could be part of the squad. Absolutely. Thanks for Rio, bro. Always nice going to small clubs. Brother, you take him. He's 15, supposed to be good. But, I mean, there's a long way to go until he's going to be playing any first-team football. Let's put it that way. Salary cap should move to 200k a week base. We won't sign top players on 150. I agree. Let's make it 100 likes. Guys, the people know what to do. The people know what to do. So let's keep moving it forwards, people. Can we hire Poch so that we can properly sack him? Fair enough. Yeah, he's been brilliant. He's been absolutely superb, and it's a pleasure and an absolute joy to watch him. A pleasure and an absolute joy. So yeah, he's doing well. Chelsea have appointed a head of recruitment in Africa. Yeah, it's a big move. That there's a lot of talent in Africa, a lot of untapped potential, and there's a market there that can absolutely be exploited. Absolutely be exploited. So let's just wait and see. Let's just wait and see on that front. Let's just wait and see on that front what might happen, guys. But anyway, let's move away from Nico Williams. Do I think England beat Netherlands? I don't know. Every time I've watched England play, we've been so poor. Netherlands haven't been that great either, but England seem to keep finding a way to win. And I just feel like at some point the luck's going to run out. Maybe it's going to be on Wednesday night, but ultimately, I don't really know, to be honest. I would say, yeah, I think we might scrape past, but I equally wouldn't be surprised if we lost. People want to keep Chilwell but sell Sterling, who's always available. Look, I think we both need to go. They both need to go, really. I bet we're the biggest fans of Mbappe, Musiala, Wirtz, Valverde, etc. Yeah, brother, I hear you. I think many are sleeping on Madueke. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Madueke, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he's got in store for us next season. Really looking forward to seeing what he's got in store for us next season. I think it's going to be a big season for him, and if he can carry on his end of season form, then there really is a top player there, a special player there, and someone that can have a real big impact on Chelsea, which is what we want. I'm going to get onto this shortly. Pick one between Adeyemi, Dure, Nusa, and Nusa Williams. I'd take Nico Williams for me all day. Yeah, look, if we were able to sign Nico Williams and Ivan Toney, that would be a ridiculous window, a ridiculous window. But yeah, that's the. But yeah, unfortunately, I think we're living in a bit of a dream world if we think that sort of a window is going to happen for us. I mean, look, there's on this salary, it's going to be good seeing Palmer and Gallagher coming home on Thursday. Well, I mean, they might not. Who knows? Yeah, and look, I'll be honest, on the Euros briefly, I think the quality of the tournament has been shocking. I think it's been awful. In terms of quality of football, it's been one of the worst tournaments, I think, in a long time. There's a number of reasons for that, in my opinion, but it's been one of the worst tournaments quality-wise for me. Look how crap, other than Spain, Germany, the quarterfinals were shocking. France, Portugal, dreadful game. I thought England, Switzerland, not a great game. The Dutch against Turkey was a bit better, but generally speaking, they've been first few games were okay. I just think, most of the games have been crap. Anyway, we're going to move away from the Nico Williams stuff, guys. We're going to quickly move on to Karim Adeyemi, because journalist Rudy Galletti has been reporting. I mean, he seems to be the only one that's reporting it, that Chelsea have identified Borussia Dortmund's Karim Adeyemi as a main transfer target. I'm not seeing this reported anywhere else, by the way. Chelsea are keeping their pressure on Adeyemi. A new contact with his entourage is expected soon. Chelsea want to sign a left winger ASAP, was different to what Fabrizio said. But in case of no agreement with Borussia Dortmund player, another name is already on the shortlist. let's have a look what the article is saying. I'll be honest, I'm not a massive fan of Adeyemi. He's another pacey winger whose end product needs improving. I don't necessarily know if this moves the needle, to be honest. I don't think Adeyemi is all that. I don't think he's all that. But players can. There's still a lot of room for improvement. At just 22 years of age, there's absolutely still a lot of room for improvement. He's 22, so it's not like he obviously fits into the age profile that Chelsea are looking for. Guys, we're 30 likes away from 100 likes. Keep smashing that like button, guys. There's 120 in the building. Keep hitting the likes. Keep subscribing to the channel if you're new around here. It would be greatly appreciated. But run these likes up. Really important, guys. Really, really important to keep hitting that like button. We are 30 away from 100. So keep it going. This screams of another Mudryk to me, pace merchant and nothing else. Yeah, look, it's certainly kind of, I can understand why it would feel that way. Liverpool and Chelsea are considering Adeyemi, as are Juventus and AC Milan. Yeah, good player, Nico Williams better. Yeah, absolutely. Because he has hair. Short, quick guy who only operates on a counter-attack. This screams of another Mudryk to me, pace merchant with rather Gamble and Somerville. Yeah, I would rather have another player that won't move the needle for us and players who can move the needle we can't afford. Yeah, look, I hear you, brother. Let me get to this article. What's actually being said in here? Chelsea have identified the left wing position as their next priority in the transfer market and are eyeing Karim Adeyemi plus a League star plus wanted by Man United. Chelsea have undoubtedly been one of the most active clubs in the early stages of the summer transfer window. Yeah, we know that. Sources have told Team Talk that Chelsea have started to increase the pressure for German ace Adeyemi, who is now considered their main attacking target. Indeed, Chelsea are in constant contact with Adeyemi's entourage. The West London side want to speed up his potential signing by finding out his wage demands and getting started on a long-term contract. In a major boost for Chelsea, Team Talk can reveal that Dortmund are open to evaluating offers for Adeyemi worth a reasonable £25 million and up. Although given the urgent need for a new winger, Chelsea are also exploring deals for other exciting young players who might be able to fill the role. One option is Rennes star Desiree Doué. Should Chelsea fail to sign Adeyemi, then Doué is viewed as the best alternative on their shortlist. The competition for Doué is fierce, though, as Man United, Tottenham, Bayern and PSG are all monitoring the situation too. Talks with Adeyemi and his camp will continue in the next few days, while Chelsea will also start to obtain information on Doué's possible capture. The Blues want to know how much the Frenchman might cost so they can put themselves in the front of the queue if such a move is required. I'll be honest, I'd much rather Doué than Adeyemi. No, it doesn't mean becoming famous. It just means putting some more money into it, improving production values, getting better guests and all that sort of thing. No, certainly not famous by any accounts, by any accounts whatsoever. But that, of course, would just looking to grow the channel, improve production values, provide a better quality product for people to enjoy. Yeah, sure, he has, but loads of players have played at the highest level. Doesn't mean they're right for us. Amorado is coming to Chelsea. Well, let's wait and see. I mean, that would be ridiculous if we were to pay 70 million euros for him. It would be absolutely ridiculous. But let's see on that front. Adeyemi is that kid that didn't finish his dinner against Madrid. Oh, yeah, he was, wasn't he? Let's be honest, mate. Has a manager ever had less backing in a transfer window? I know it's early days, but it's clear we won't sign anyone who will instantly improve us. Yeah, look, I hear that. That's my exact thoughts on the situation right now, is that, look, we've done some business, but other than, say, Dewsbury Hall, no one we've signed, Dewsbury Hall and Tosin, of course, is proven or is going to make a difference to this team right away. Dewsbury Hall could make a difference to Chelsea, as could Tosin, but ultimately they're not instant needle movers, are they? They're really not instant needle movers, which is what we're looking for. We're looking for players to take us to the next level pretty quickly, and we just aren't getting those. We just aren't getting those, and that's the problem here. That's the problem. So anyway, and on top of that, they're forcing him to shoehorn Robert Sanchez. Look, ultimately, we don't know what's going on. People can have their ideas or their theories or whatever. But yeah, I think there might be a certain degree of, look, this is what's here. We've invested heavily. We will try and improve the team for you, but you've got to improve what's already on the books. That's the reality for me. You've got to worry about, you've got to improve what's already on the books. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. That is exactly what I'm hoping for, that we can improve what we've already got rather than constantly just looking to add externally. Too similar to Mudryk. Dream scenario, I'd have Kvaratskhelia or Williams. I think Barrow especially. Yeah, look, Kvaratskhelia is not going to happen. I think Adeyemi probably is a little bit too similar to Mudryk in my sense. Look, Nico Williams for me is the dream wing signing. I mean, it would have been Michael Elise, but yeah, Nico Williams is definitely the dream wing signing for me. Let this sink in. We can't get Elise, Williams, Maguire, Anthony Sancho on 150k a week. Look, this salary cap thing is like, I don't think it's set in stone. I mean, according to like people in the know, sort of like journalists that are well connected to the club, they obviously bring in the wage structure and the wage budget under control, but they are prepared to go above it for certain players if they feel that those players warrant it. So obviously right now, maybe they didn't feel that Elise warranted the money that he's potentially going to go and earn at Bayern Munich. Maybe they felt he didn't warrant that. And, but I don't think it's I don't think it's a major I don't think it's set in stone, but it is certainly a problem. If you crunch the numbers, we will need to concede half the amount of goals per game whilst maintaining the amount scored to finish third. To be honest, I think next season we'll score less goals. To be perfectly honest, I think we'll probably score less, but we'll concede a lot less. So we should, in theory, do better. I don't expect us to be as free scoring this coming season. I think, Pochettino's teams are very fluid in attack. They're not so good defensively. I think Maresca's teams will try and provide, a balance of both. So yeah, I'm not fully convinced about how good we are going to be. But yeah, I'm not keen on Adeyemi. I'm not that keen on it at all. Obviously, I'd support him, but yeah, it's not a move that I look at and I think, oh yeah, Jesus, this is doing the business for us, guys. This is absolutely doing the business. So let's look in the nicest way possible. I hope this move doesn't happen because I think there are better options out there available for us. So yeah. Anyway, let's move away from Adeyemi. Let's move on to Ben Chilwell before we get into Maresca and the medical department, Caicedo's comments and all that stuff. So it's been reported that Man United are interested in Ben Chilwell. He is among the options they are considering as they look for competition for Luke Shaw. Now, just to preface this, there's no indications that Ben Chilwell wants to leave Chelsea. No idea what an asking price would be. But what is clear is that with the incoming arrival of Renato Vega, with obviously Marc Correa's form and how he suits, the style of play, Maresca's style of play, much better than Ben Chilwell, questions have, occurred. So questions have occurred around around his future. So, and understandably, in my view, you know, he's been great for us, but the big injuries, the ACL, the hamstring injury, he struggled to find his top form again. And I'm looking at it, and for me personally, I like Chilwell, but if a left back's got to go this summer, it should be him over Cucurella, because at least on the face of it, his style of play and his skill set does not suit how Chelsea are looking to play under Maresca. I don't look at Ben Chilwell as a guy that can invert into midfield. So, you know, I don't look at him as a guy that can invert into midfield. I don't look at him as a guy that could, you know, play on the left side of a back three, left centre back in a back three. These are all things that, you know, we look at here, and I don't see how he fits what Chelsea are looking to do moving forwards under Maresca. Of course, there's the leadership qualities. There's the experience. He's one of the most experienced players in the squad now. He's one of very few that knows what it's like to win trophies at the club. So I get there might be a bit of a clamour to keep him because of that. But the reality is that with Vega coming in, and now of course we don't know if Vega's going to be ready. He'll be assessed in pre-season, but he is that left centre back, left back invert into midfield kind of hybrid role that Chelsea are looking to fill. They've now filled that with him. So yeah, I'm interested to see what we are potentially looking at here. Guys, keep smashing that like button. There's still over 100 of you in the building. Please keep smashing the like button. It's free. It takes seconds to do, and it would really, really help me out. So make sure you do that, guys. We're 25 away from the 100. There's plenty of people in it. There's loads of you that haven't smashed the like button. So come on, guys, just click it. It's free. What are you playing at? I don't ask for any money. So just smash the like button. Get this off up over 100 likes, guys. We're 30 away now. 20 away, sorry. So keep smashing the like button and subscribe if you are new round here. Chilwell has been on Gillette advert more than a football field lately. Kai Havertz wasn't a mistake at all. No one has watched Kai Havertz, who was shit at the Euros, by the way, and has looked and is not. No one's looking at Chelsea and think, oh, do you know what Chelsea need? They need Kai Havertz. I'm not about getting Ben Chilwell. I don't care. I'm not like actively looking to force Ben Chilwell out of the football club. But, you know, if someone needs to leave from the defensive area, from the left back area, then it should be him, based on the fact that his injury issues are a problem and the fact that he doesn't suit what Maresca is looking to do. And for those reasons, that is why he should be the one that gets moved on. You know, honestly, for me, I still suspect he stays, but I do believe this will be his last season at the football club because, you know, unless he can show that he can get back to the levels that he's proven he can reach. If he can't reach those levels, then he has to go, unfortunately. But at the moment, it's just interest from Man United. We don't know if Chilwell wants to leave Chelsea. We don't know what sort of a price Chelsea would command for Chilwell. We also don't know what other names are on the Man United list, where Chilwell ranks on the Man United list either. So yeah, these are all questions that we don't know the answer to, guys. All questions we don't know the answers to. But yeah, this is where we're at right now. So let's wait and see on that front. But yeah, what else is going on here? Yeah, it's been a difficult 2 seasons. It absolutely has been. And something's going to have to give. Something is going to have to give for sure. An on-form Chile is class, but it's been a long time since we've seen it. Absolutely. I've got no idea how much you'd get for Chilwell. 20, 30 million pounds, maybe. I really don't know. But Chilwell's not the same player he was when we were winning the Champions League. He just isn't. Cucurella cannot leave. if Chelsea decide to get rid of Cucurella, it's bordering on criminal. Well, it's not bordering on criminal. It is criminal. If Cucurella leaves this summer, it absolutely cannot be allowed to happen. Cannot be allowed to happen. So yeah, let's see. Let's wait and see what happens with Ben Chilwell. But there is interest in Man United. I don't know how serious the interest is. So yeah, there we go. But I do think that Chilwell is one of those players that is in danger of becoming surplus to requirements at Chelsea. He is in danger of being surplus to requirements. No doubt about it in my mind. Definitely in danger of becoming surplus to requirements. But he'll get an opportunity in pre-season. I do not expect him to leave before the pre-season tour starts at all. I don't expect that at all. But yeah, he'll have an opportunity to impress in pre-season, and he needs to take it. Otherwise, yeah, he could find himself in a spot of bother. Yes, big up, brother. Denise make us understand you don't sell to your nearest rivals. Look, ultimately, I'm not so fussed about selling to rivals to a degree. If you're going to get the most money from a Premier League club, then so be it. As far as I'm concerned, Chilwell out here hitting on OnlyFans models, but no one says anything. The minute Jackson does it, I mean, look, I don't know what I don't care what players do in their private life as long as they perform on the pitch. That is the most important thing for me. Perform on the pitch. What you do elsewhere, I don't care. But there we go. That is the latest on Ben Chilwell. We're going to move briefly on to the revamping of the medical department, because Chelsea have made a number of changes in the medical department, which you could argue are definitely needed. Definitely needed because of our injury problems. They are 100% needed because of the injury issues that we've got right now. That is the reality of the situation, guys. But anyway, let's get onto the revamped medical department. So, again, it feels like we've made so many changes in the medical department, like in 2 years. But these are the latest changes now. Chelsea have appointed a new head of performance medicine, which is Craig Roberts, who used to be the medical director at Bournemouth. We've got a new head of performance, Bryce Kavanagh, a new first-team doctor in Stephen Lewis, a new lead performance therapist in Marion Jones, and a new head of performance insights in Richard Ackenhead. Yeah, let's see how this works out. But it is not sustainable. Maybe Chelsea are trying to offload some high earners, sure. But if they're surplus to requirements, guys, then Chelsea are obviously going to try and look to offload some high earners. Guys, 15 likes away from 100 likes. Keep smashing the like button, people. Let's get this over 100 likes. It's free. It takes seconds. So please do that, guys. I would greatly appreciate it. Come on, people. Get this up over 100 likes and keep subscribing as well. We've been a little bit slow on the likes today, guys. We've normally, by the hour mark, we've normally reached the 100. So keep pushing for the 100 likes. And, of course, keep subscribing to the channel. If you are new around here, it would be greatly appreciated. But, yeah, 10 likes to go, guys. Keep pushing, people. As long as you don't play on crap pitches when we go to America, we should be all right. I think it's going to take a bit more than not playing on crap pitches for us to be all right. What's our prediction of the England game on Wednesday? I don't know. I've just got a feeling. It feels like it's going to happen for England at this tournament. And things just seem to be adding up. The penalty shootout win, the stoppage time equaliser against Slovakia, keeping us in. Part of me feels like it's destined to be our time. Another part of me feels, yeah, our luck is about to run out. I think we're more than capable of beating Holland, but if we keep playing the same crap football we've played, I don't think we're going to get away with it, because despite Holland's struggles, this will be the best team that we've played. No doubt about it. This will be the best team we've played. If we can keep players fit, then we'll get top 4. That was exactly the case last season. If we could have kept the player, if we could have had players fit last season, then we would have come top 4, in my opinion, if the players had been fit, or even if we'd had Reece James and Nkunku, Lavia, etc., available for part of the season, then we would have been all right, in my opinion. We would have absolutely been all right. No, England haven't played a decent team yet. We absolutely haven't. But yeah, new medical department now, new appointments, revamped again. So let's hope this can make a difference. People have been calling for changes within the medical department. So we need to hope that these changes are gonna help us out, and we're not gonna get anywhere near as many injuries next season. People were critical of Pochettino's training methods last season in terms of maybe contributing to injuries. He's gone now. If we keep picking up injuries, it'll be interesting to see what the latest excuse might become if once Pochettino's gone, if we keep picking these injuries up. But yeah, new head of performance medicine, new head of performance, new first team doctor, new lead performance therapist, and a new head of performance insights, which heads up a newly revamped medical department. So yeah, guys, we're going to see what this has got in store for us. But yeah, I'm not sure, to be perfectly honest. I'm not really sure on this front, people, what the plan might be. But some changes needed to be made. Changes have now been made. Let's hope these changes work, because I'm sick and tired of talking about injuries. I don't want to be talking about injuries again next season. So yeah, let's just see what changes might be in store. So that is the changes that have been made in the medical department. Let's move away from those changes in the medical department. Let's talk about Moises Caicedo, who has been talking about Pochettino's the difference between Brighton and Chelsea. I'm sure he didn't mean it as an attack on Poch, but it can certainly be interpreted that way. At Brighton, it was all tactical, just with the ball, tactical. And at Chelsea, it was run. And it was very difficult for me. With Chelsea, I always ran a bit more. And with Brighton, we almost always had the ball. With Chelsea, it was a different football and we had to run more. Obviously, to be honest, that's maybe why Conor Gallagher did so well last season, because a lot more running was required in midfield. A lot more running was required in midfield, which is why Gallagher probably did so well. There are a lot of gaps between the midfield, a big gap between the midfield and the back four, which is why we had to do so much more running in the middle of the park. And it's clearly not suited. It's clearly not suited Caicedo. It's probably not suited Enzo Fernandez either. So they should really benefit from playing under Enzo Maresca. They should really benefit from that. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. A number of players, I mean, not just Chelsea players, but a number of players have spoken about, the number of players in general have spoken about how much running is involved under Mauricio Pochettino. But then again, you can look at it. Jurgen Klopp made that successful Liverpool team, based on running a lot. So, I think more than the running, I think it's more the fact that the structure of the team and tactically, we were set up. We were set up really, really poorly. There we go. That for me is a bigger thing. Why we were running more is because the tactical setup was was crap. Basically, particularly in the middle of the park, it was really, really poor. And there's simply no denying that, people. It was shocking. It really was. So yeah, that's the reality of the situation, is that it was crap. If we're being totally fair. So that was the first bit on that Caicedo was talking about. The second part was that he was saying that from February onwards, since February, my agent hired a person who reviews my matches and what I have to improve, how to position myself and mentally. It helps take pressure off me because I was thinking more about they paid a lot of money for me, I have to perform well. I wasn't focused, not showing my level. After my agent hired that person, I started to improve and gain more confidence. So Caicedo actually, his confidence was low. Obviously, mentally, obviously, things were taking a toll. I mean, it's actually crazy that he had to hire someone to review his matches and telling him what he had to improve and how to position himself. Surely that's what the manager should be doing, no? I mean, or maybe the manager wasn't doing that enough, and he needed more. I don't really know what the questions, what was going on at the training ground last season. I'm really unsure there. But the fact that Caicedo had to hire someone to find to help him out mentally, no problem. That's very normal. A lot of players do that, but having to hire someone who reviewed his matches and told him what he has to improve and how to position himself, surely is that not what the manager and the coaching staff are meant to be doing? No, am I missing something here? Am I missing something here? Maybe I'm missing something here, but that is the job of the manager and the coaching staff. So they clearly weren't giving him any instruction based on that. Maybe that's the case. I don't fucking know. But yeah, it certainly doesn't look great. It certainly doesn't reflect well. Problem was too many kids and the attention was very difficult to handle everyone at once and at the same time keep winning. This is nothing to do with the fact that seemingly the coaching staff weren't looking at Caicedo's performances, weren't telling him where to improve, and weren't telling him about his positioning. That's got nothing to do with that. Guys, 123 in the building still. Keep smashing the thumbs up button. We're on 103. Let's get this up to 110 likes and keep subscribing to the channel. But I think another important aspect as well is where's the other one? Yeah, Caicedo on the Chelsea on what Chelsea fans are like. At the beginning of the season, some of us were getting attacked because we weren't doing well, and the fans were attacking us. It was hard for me because I preferred to play away than at home because the fans were attacking me. Look, football criticism is part and parcel of football, but the fact we're getting to a point where players are coming out and saying they would rather play away from home because of how Chelsea fans are behaving and how Chelsea fans are making them feel is mad. That is, look, you absolutely got a right to vent your frustrations and whatnot as a fan. You pay your money, you've got your right to an opinion. But the fact that players are coming out and saying they prefer playing away from home because of the outbursts, because of the environment and whatnot at the club, that's mad. That really is mad. Really is mad. That is crazy. You shouldn't. No player, doesn't matter how much money you cost or how good you are, no player should prefer playing away from home because of the fans. The fans have got a right to an opinion, but so many fans don't seem to understand that behavior and actions in the stadium absolutely affect performances on the pitch. Absolutely affect performances on the pitch. I get it. Criticize. I've criticized players. Of course, because it's been warranted at times. So, this idea that, players prefer playing away from home because of the environment the fans are creating is a problem. This is not a new issue. The environment, the atmosphere is dog shit at Stamford Bridge. It's really poor, and obviously I go a lot and I'm a contributing factor to that in terms of I'm a fan there, and we need to do better, but we need to do better. It's as simple as that. We've got to do better in that regards. No, having an opinion's not an attack, but actually abusing players from the stands in the ground is an attack. No one's having a go at criticism, but it's more talking about the atmosphere and the environment within the ground. And when you've got players coming out saying they'd rather play away from home than at home, that for me is a problem. Oh, look, the away fans are much better because you get the dedicated ones. Stamford Bridge, as great as it is, there's a lot of tourists going there, a lot of families and whatnot, which is fine, but you don't get that same feel as you do when you go on the away days with the away fans. You don't get that. You don't get that same. You don't get that same feel. And so, look, no one's got an issue with Caicedo. No one's got an issue with criticism. Criticism is part and parcel of footballers, of football. People know that, but at the same time, people need to realise that we are in a position where we've got players talking about preferring playing away from home than at home because of the fans. That can't be right. That cannot be right, guys. That cannot be right at all. It really can't be. So yeah. Yes, hope you're good, mate. Yeah, I did get your mobile message, mate. I've replied to the comment. So just put your number in the comments and then I'll get your number and then I'll delete the comment so you don't get any randoms messaging you. But I have replied to that comment, mate. So just leave your number in there and I will I'll drop you a message. Yeah, I have. I have, of course. And, heat of the moment, it's, it can happen. But what I mean is talking about on a level where players are preferring to play away from home. That's not a good thing, in my opinion. That is not a good thing. Yeah, I mean, if I was in America, FBI, no, I don't know what that was. Police, fire engine, ambulance, could have been anything. But yeah, anyway, atmosphere at home is a problem. Atmosphere at home is absolutely a problem. I'm not sure. Look, I don't know if Tuchel isn't. I think he's very close to being an elite manager. But for me personally, he's on the kind of the cusp of elite. I'm not sure I'd personally categorize him in there. But yeah, anyway, that is the Caicedo stuff, and I think he's got an absolutely a fair point about fans. I really do. I really do think that. I really do believe that he's got a fair point about the fans. Yeah, this is exactly it. It's a personal level. Nothing wrong with criticism on a professional level, but as soon as you cross that line on a personal level, that is a problem. That is absolutely a problem. As soon as that line's crossed on a personal level, yeah, then there's big problems. No doubt about it for me. No doubt about it for me whatsoever. You cross the line on a personal level, that's when it's too much. That is when it's too much. So yeah, and I think that's what we're referring to here. Anyway, what is Enzo's training like? No, I don't know if I do think Tuchel's. Look, I think he's an exceptional manager, but is he on the same level as a Pep Guardiola or a Jurgen Klopp or a Carlo Ancelotti? Maybe he is. I just look. I don't think he's like miles off it or anything. I just think it's a little bit. I don't think it's as clear cut as what some people think. It's just my opinion. I love the guy. Forever grateful for what he's done, but yeah, I just slight difference of opinion to some people, but it's fine. I've got absolutely no idea because I've never seen any of it. So yeah, hopefully it's great. Hopefully it's hands on a lot of the ball and whatnot. Yeah, exactly. That was my point. And like elite is the very best of the very best in my view. Again, it depends on what your opinion is, what your parameters are for categorizing elite. But yeah, for me, it's like he doesn't fall into that bracket. Therefore, it's not the elite bracket. Yeah, exactly. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, yeah, let's get away from that. Let's quickly round out with some quotes from Enzo Maresca, who, yes, he is real, and he is Chelsea's manager. We have finally got Enzo Maresca quotes, and first interview as manager dropped, which is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. No, I'm not. No, sure, and that's fine. I'm not suggesting anyone is, but in the ground, that is happening, and I know that because I'm there. Like that does happen in the ground, and it's not right. Let's get on to these Maresca quotes. And he's been talking about a number of things, but I think the most important thing is the fan connection and things like that. So in this moment, when you join a club, you try to analyze what the club and team needs to improve and do the right things. For me, it's clear we need to create as soon as possible the right mentality and culture, a culture that the fans can be proud of. This is very important. We are going to try to be an aggressive team on the ball and off the ball, and we need to create this connection between the fans and the club, especially at home. When you have your own fans behind the team pushing, it's like playing with 12 players, and this is what we have to create here. So again, someone else going on about the fans, about how important that connection between the fans and the players is. This is what I'm talking about, people. This is what I'm talking about. It is really important, and people perhaps aren't grasping just how important it really is. People are not grasping that, guys. So yeah, that stuff on fan culture, connection is really important. And the home form has improved. It improved massively last season, and we need to continue that. The atmosphere has got a bit better. It's not great, but it has got a bit better. So let's see what we let's wait and see what happens. Let's absolutely wait and see what happens on that front, guys, because yeah, it's definitely something that would be interested in for sure. We got to get better fan connection. We must. We absolutely must. So yeah, we're gonna wait and see. We're gonna wait and see on that front, guys. We are absolutely gonna wait and see on that front. What else? But at the end of the day, guys, comments are comments. How many new manager interviews have we seen where we've been impressed? Ultimately, yes, it's important to talk well and say the right things, but performance on the pitch is going to dictate everything at the end of the day. No, I don't think it has. There's always been divides to a degree in the Chelsea fan base. Sure, under the new ownership, it's become a bit more protracted. I do agree on that front. And then on his message to the fans, I mean, there's only so much he can really say. Final message: just trust the process, trust the idea, be behind the team. For sure, we're going to enjoy the journey. Like at every club, for every manager, it will not be easy because nothing is easy. But for sure, we're going to enjoy our journey. Yeah, we do need to enjoy the journey. We need to enjoy the journey. We've got to hope it's going to be a fruitful journey. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, and it's going to be difficult. But I think we've got to trust something at the end of the day. We've got to trust something. We've got to trust something at the end of the day because there's very little to trust right now. So, new season, we've got to go into it with a positive mindset. We have to, if we're already expecting the worst before we've even kicked a ball, then what is the point at the end of the day? What is the point? So yeah, that is what we need to work on. That is exactly what we need to work on. 100%. That is what we have got to be working on, guys. What else are we looking at here? Let's hope so. Is the Lukaku sale going to help Osimhen potentially? Well, no. The only way Lukaku goes Napoli is if Osimhen leaves. And at the moment, Osimhen leaving is not looking particularly likely. We've got to be perfectly honest. Osimhen leaving is not looking likely. Yes, big up, brother. Yeah, look, I hear you on that. Yeah, look, people don't like hearing it, but unfortunately, patience is going to be required of this. Patience is going to be required of this. No, I don't trust Southgate particularly. I don't think he's great. He's been in charge over 6 years now. This manager's not even done a game. The ownership have been here 2 years. There's more patience with that because it's been less long term. That's why. That's why. But yeah, look, I think he spoke well. I think he said the right things. I'm looking forward to seeing how we do under him. But ultimately, the biggest decider here is going to be how well are you going to do results-wise? What results are you going to get? That's the big thing for me. That is absolutely the big thing for me. What results are you going to get? Because that's really important right now. And that is really the only thing that matters. Get results on the pitch. And I don't care what you say, how you say it. Be the most boring person ever. But as long as we're winning and we're doing well, that is what matters the most. Yeah, we have got to get off to a good start. Last season we won 3 of our first 10 Premier League games, and that cost us a spot in the top 4. Ultimately, that cost us a spot in the top 4. We won 3 of our first 10. So yeah, the start is absolutely crucial. Left wing and a goalkeeper, we're talking absolutely not. We're not talking in contention for the league. No way are we talking about Chelsea and Premier League titles next season. Come on, guys. Let's switch on. People, 7 more likes to 120. Keep smashing that like button. It's free. It takes seconds. 7 away from 120. And keep subscribing to the channel as well. It's free and takes seconds to do so. So please do run it up and keep subscribing. That would be greatly appreciated. Be greatly appreciated. Top 4 is a must this season. I agree. I'm not saying contention, but defo in the next. Yeah, sure. I think we can contend for the title maybe in the next 2 or 3 years, but certainly not any sooner than that. I mean, I'd love to be proven wrong, but I definitely don't see. I definitely don't see that being the case. I'll be totally honest. I do not see that being the case at all, guys. I really don't. But yeah, we will wait and see what happens on that front, people. But yeah, I think that is pretty much everything for today's show. Let me just check if any last minute news has come in anywhere. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What else is there? Let's have a quick look. I don't think there is anything new. I don't think there's anything new. No, it doesn't look like it. So, people, I am going to round this one out here. Big yourselves up, guys. Love for all the support, as always. No, they're not fake. No. Gallagher news, there is none. Be decided after the Euros. Atletico Madrid would love to sign him. Deal's looking to be a bit too expensive. But yeah, guys, love for the support as always. Appreciate each and every single one of you. If you want to know about Chelsea's latest signing, Renato Vega, head over to the channel. Video up there with Antonio, who has watched a lot of him, does football scouting work. Please go and check it out. Great insight into Renato Vega and what we can potentially expect from him. So go and check that video out. Big up for all the support, people. It's greatly appreciated. Smash that like button on the way out. Let's get this up to 120 likes on your way out. That's 5 more likes, people. So smash the like button on the way out. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. I will be back tomorrow, guys. So let's see what the next 24 hours or so has got in store for us. But I'll be back tomorrow. Smash the likes, subscribe, enjoy the rest of your evening. Up the Chelsea, and peace out.